What's going on, guys? GeneralGerbil here, and today I want to be discussing some of the wonder weapons that we've got Black Ops 3 and how they compare to some of the ones we've had in previous Call of Duty games and how they compare to each other in Black Ops 3. So as we're a bit dry on zombies, information and news right now, what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd compare some of the stuff we already have and talk about some of the stuff that we've got and been able to use and talk about how good it is, how bad it is, and how it is in relation to everything else, because some of these wonder weapons are really good and some of them I don't think they get the right time in the spotlight, and some of them I think aren't fairly compared to other weapons that we've seen in the past. Now I'm going to try and make my thoughts and opinions as short and as sweet as possible, so if you do like this video, be sure to like it and please consider subscribing. If you've got any ideas or thoughts that you want to discuss with me or someone else in the comment section below, please feel free, but anyway, let's get into it. Now I'm going to try and make my thoughts and opinions as short and as sweet as possible, so if you do like this video, be sure to like it and please consider subscribing. If you've got any ideas or thoughts that you want to discuss with me or someone else in the comment section below, please feel free, but anyway, let's get into it. So the first one we had was in the map Shadows of Evil, and that was the Apothecary Servant that we got from building. We actually had to build this one much like the Slickfire and the ones in Black Ops 2, and it was really good. It was like a kind of portable Gersh device, and it was really good. And then we found the glitch where you could upgrade it, where you go up to Pack-a-Punch, use a regular gun to Pack-a-Punch and quickly switch weapons, and you could upgrade it, and it was really fun to use. It was actually quite a good camping gun as well, but then Treyarch patched out the upgrade and we still are waiting for the steps to upgrade it. We think it's going to happen in DLC 4 because of what Jason Blundell has said, but we're not too sure yet. But this gun was really good. It was like a portable Gersh device, so we've already seen something of this caliber before, so didn't really get us that excited. The gun looked kind of cool, but still nothing really special to get excited about. Then in the next map, Der Eisendrache, we had the bow, and this is the one that really took my breath away, and it took a lot of people's breath away. This was a regular bow that you could upgrade, doing 4 different quests to get 4 different ones. You had like the void bow, the fire bow, the lightning bow, and the wolf bow was the last one I was about to say. I don't remember, but I do. And each of them was so unique and so specific to such quests that it was fun to do. They were fun to upgrade, they were quick to upgrade as well, which was good. You could do it by round 7 or something, but really good, really fun. These are probably my favourite wonder weapons so far that I've had in Black Ops 3, but these compared to something like the staffs in Origins, which were A, overpowered, and B, just fun to use. You know, you'd never get a game where you wouldn't have them. And again, I think like the staffs in Origins, these bows are essential to the gameplay of Der Eisendrache. If you don't have a bow, you're not going to get very far, but still, like we were talking about in this whole weapon, how do they compare? In regards to the Apothecary Servant, this is much more fun to use, way more interesting to do, the quests are much more engaging, and I think it's just a good weapon, a good idea to take the bow from multiplayer and put it into zombies. Oh buddy, we got to talk about Zetsubou no Shima. Okay, so the KT-4 was in Zetsubou no Shima, and this was basically a glorified Slickfire, and if you don't believe me, please go back, use the Slickfire, come back and look at the KT-4, that's basically what this was, and it was underwhelming. We saw pictures of it and we saw videos of it in the trailer and we thought, wow, it's really good. And then just like the jet gun from Transit, it was so underwhelming. It was like boring to use, it was tedious to build, it was so tedious to upgrade because you had to go underwater and water a plant every round, and it's just so stupid for what you had to do. The only good thing you could do with it was camp afterwards and do after you've done the Easter egg in the alleyway, but you needed this gun to do the Easter egg, and that was another mistake that I felt they made, forcing you to do this to the Easter egg. But KT-4, I didn't enjoy personally. I don't know if you enjoyed it, but I really didn't. I thought it was so underwhelming, and it was just basically the Slickfire, which I was really disappointed in. And then of course we had Grog Krove, and we've got the Ray Gun Mark III, the one that we were all waiting for, we were all speculating about, and we all saw, you know, mock-up pictures of and stuff like that, but really fun to use. Again, like the bows in Der Eisendrache, just such a unique way of doing mechanics. You know, you got the 2 different guns I've discussed multiple times on my channel, 2 different guns that fire 2 different things. You can combine them to make, again, another kind of Gersh Warsaw, but really glad that Treyarch actually listened to the fans and they said, okay, we're going to give you a Mark III, we're going to give you something else. You know, you like the Mark II, you like the Mark I, let's give you a Mark III, and we can just further this hype up more. And I'm happy to see that they kept the same ray gun mechanic on the right gun, but still, again, this compares to the other ones. Like the bow, really fun to use, but nothing like the KT-4. It wasn't tedious. If you get it, you don't go, oh, I've got to do this now. You're like, oh yeah, this is going to be fun, because you feel like a bit of a badass running around. You know, you can't really be stopped, get trapped in a corner, you just spam it. So in comparison to the rest of the Black Ops 3 wonder weapons, really fun to use. Probably tipping up there with the bows, but it's nowhere near the bottom, nowhere near the KT-4. Then next up we have the specialist abilities that you got for building them around the map. The first one we got was the Apothecary Sword in the Shadows of Evil map. This was kind of good to get because it was simple, it was so easy to get. You just had to look at the 3 symbols, get an egg, fill up the egg and stuff like that. Easy to do, really fun to use, but when I got it I felt like I wasn't really obliged to use it. I kind of got it and was just like, yeah, this is something else I've done on the map, but I never personally used to use it. The only time I did make it and use it was the Easter egg, and that was the upgrade process as well, where you killed the Margwas. But still, it's at least fun to see that tried something else with specialist abilities, and I'd give them props to that. But it was fun to use, and I do recommend anyone getting it. And then we had the spiritual successor to the DG3, which was the Ragnarok DG4, which was basically just the gravity spikes. These are actually fun to use. Again, something about Dryzendrach, everything they put in it, it just feels like it glues together well, but fun to use, fun to jump into a horde of zombies and just obliterate them, and easy to use as well. If someone went down, you could put the you can plant them like a trap, revive them in there, and it really helps taking out the Panzer Soldat. It was really good, really fun to use, and they look dope as hell. So again, recommend putting the effort in to get these. It only takes a few minutes. I do recommend these. And then back to Zetsubou Shima, of course, we have the Skull of Non-Stopway. And again, just like the Wonder Weapon in this map, this was so tedious to do. They gave you 4 skulls, had to go to a pedestal, and then train zombies, kill zombies around it. And then once you've done that, you have to go back down to the place where you've found the skull, and then do it again there. You have to kill like 15 keepers or something, but still. And it was good, to be fair, give it its credit. Unlike the KT4, it was good. It was overpowered, and it could get you out of tricky situations, but they nerfed it. You know, it took a bit longer to charge, it took a few more zombie kills, but really, I can honestly say this is one of the things in Zetsubou Shima that I kind of didn't mind. I would genuinely put the time in, even though it was tedious. I would put the time in at least to say, okay, this map does have one good thing at least. And then there's not much I can say about the Gauntlet of Siegfried, except for it's just amazing. The challenges, they're fun, they get you to use the map, so you know, it's not just kill so many zombies, it's kill napalm zombies, so you've got to wait for the dragon, you have to go to a spot where the dragon will breathe fire, kill those, then penetrating kills, and I don't remember the last one, but incubation as well takes 2 rounds, so you know, it's just so fun and just so quick. You know, you can go bam bam bam, as soon as you've got to the hatchery you can get it. But I recommend using it. It has so many different modes, you know, the punch, the flamethrower, and the weld, but really good, really fun to use. And then we have the special stuff, which is like the spider baits, the dragon strikes, and the little arnies. Dragon strikes and little arnies I think are really good because they're just like monkey bombs and they clear out zombies. Spider bait, I've never done it personally. I don't actually know the step to do it, but I can guarantee that I won't like it. And they compare to things like the Hell's Retriever, the Time Bomb, the Blunder Gap, the Golden Sporks. You know, they're just the things from Black Ops 2 are fun, and the ones from Black Ops 3 are just like, I'll kind of do them if I have to, if I want to, if I get a bit bored. But the things from Black Ops 3 are like, yeah, let's play with the Time Bomb, let's go and get a Retriever, just because it's fun to run around with the Tomahawk. I don't think they were as innovative with the special stuff that you can get on the newer maps they were in Black Ops 2. But overall, I think the wonder weapons in Black Ops 3 were really good. I'm sorry it's been a bit of a longer video. I just wanted to get something out, and I wanted to discuss my ideas on wonder weapons. I hope they change it up a bit for the last map. I hope they do bring back some of these older wonder weapons. I hope they do just do something a bit different, a bit of a new mechanic. I hope they do a good a bit specialist ability, because those are really good so far. But the wonder weapon, I hope it's a bit more special, a bit more like, woo, that's quite cool. But thank you for watching anyway. If you are still here till the end, be sure to consider subscribing, because it would really help me out and I would love you eternally. And you know, if you want to, leave the video a like. I'm not going to force you to do anything, but it would help me again. There are other videos on my channel, stuff like this, discussions and leaks and stuff, so if you want to go check that out, feel free to. Other than that, I've been GeneralGerbil. Peace out.